to Parliamentary State Secretary, Mr. Ruinhoff, for his time and for his dedication and commitment to support the development of Uzbekistan-German economic relations. I will not talk about the reforms, about the changes that are happening in Uzbekistan. I believe you heard everything from the President today during the plenary session of the forum. I just want to highlight that Germany is our top trade and investment partner in Europe, and we cherish that relations. We are keen to make sure that we create necessary conditions for German investors in our country. We already have solid results. We have achieved 1 billion threshold in our trade, and we believe that we can do much more through joint efforts. We have also more than 230 German companies today that operate in Uzbekistan, that invested in Uzbekistan, and we would like to express our gratitude to those companies who are already present in Uzbekistan. Please do something with the mic. Microphone to'g'ri. I am pleased to see today representatives of Siemens Energy, Linde, Henkel, Knauf, Papenburg, Falk Porsche, Deutsche Kabel, Klaas, KfW IPEX, Deutsche Bank, Otto BHF, Commerzbank, Ackerbank, Helaba, Landesbank, and many others for their long-term partnership and contribution to the economic development of Uzbekistan. I also would like to thank our colleagues and Duvirat for organizing the events on an annual basis. We have recently hosted events that were chaired by the Prime Minister of Uzbekistan. This is a testament to the strong commitment of the government. Prime Minister himself chairs our meetings. There are not many formats where you can see Prime Minister leading the Uzbek delegation with foreign partners. So this shows that we have separate and special relations towards Germany and German companies. So I would like to highlight 4 areas that are, in our view, priority for the development of economic partnership. First, of course, is mining and critical minerals. You may saw on the exhibition the potential of Uzbekistan in critical minerals, in gold, in copper, in uranium. On those positions, we occupy top 10 positions globally, and we have tremendous possibilities to further expand production of critical minerals and metals in the country utilizing German technology and German financing. Another area, of course, is machinery. We will be launching later today joint manufacturing of Volkswagen cars in Uzbekistan. This will be another milestone in addition to the arrangements that we have with MAN, with Klaas. Having Volkswagen in Uzbekistan will also contribute to the development of our automotive industry. Chemical industry is another opportunity for the growth. You all know about the potential of Uzbekistan in agricultural sector. We are leading global producers of cherries, of apricots, of melons, of water, of grapes, plums, and having this potential, we are focusing and we are investing a lot into chemicals, into fertilizers. So again, we would be happy to cooperate with German companies in this area. We understand the potential and the capacities of German technologies and the companies, and that's why we are offering more than 50 projects in chemical industry with a total cost of more than $30 billion And I would urge everybody who are interested to get acquainted and to look into the specific project ideas, project proposals that are present in our exhibition on dedicated touch panels. Of course, pharmaceutical industry is another opportunity for us, for the development. We are almost 40 million people market. The Central Asia alone is almost 90 million people market. And we are offering a model which doesn't require much investment from German companies. What I mean by this, we have established already several pharmaceutical facilities, including within the new Tashkent Pharmaceutical Park, which are capable to produce drugs and medicines in accordance with EU GMP standards. So they are equipped with the state-of-the-art technologies, and they are capable to produce drugs and components and medicines in accordance with the German standards and requirements here. We offer white label production. I'm talking about contract manufacturing. So please utilize the industrial capacities and new state-of-the-art factories that we've built already in Uzbekistan. And by this, German companies, pharmaceutical companies, can expand their presence in the region, not only in Central Asia, but also in South Asia. And last but not least is IT. We are a young nation, more than 60% of population below 30 years old, and we are heavily investing into their IT skills. We have completed successfully 1 million coders program. We are now implementing 5 million AI prompters program. And as a result of these efforts, as a result of the ecosystem of IT parks in every part of Uzbekistan, the amount of IT exports, software exports that we do annually have increased from 60 million in 2017 to 1 billion last year. And the target is to achieve $5 billion of exports by 2030. And Germany's expertise in this sector will be also crucial in achieving this goal and expanding our bilateral cooperation. So I would urge German companies to utilize this opportunity, utilize this platform of the investment forum, meet with Uzbek counterparts. My ministry has dedicated desk department which is in charge of our partnership with Germany. There are investment managers, 20 investment managers divided by sectors, and they're happy to guide you, to be next to you, to be your assistants in Uzbekistan. So they will be in a position to introduce you to the leading companies in Uzbekistan, so you can discuss with them business partnership opportunities. Once again, thank you all for your time, for visiting Uzbekistan, and I hope your participation at Investment Forum will lead to new business between our countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Kudratov. I would like now invite Parliamentary State Secretary Stefan Ruinhof for his speech.
Dear Minister Kudratov, dear representatives of Uzbek and German businesses, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really happy to see so many people here today, and this shows the large interest of a closer cooperation between our countries. And I'm also thankful for the welcome we got here the last hours. So thank you very much. I'm really happy to participate today as new Deputy Minister for Economic Affairs and Energy in the Tashkent International Investment Forum. It's my first time, and I promise it's not my last time. So we are living in a time of increasing international competition, and we are living in a time of new geopolitical challenges, developments that not only call for action from businesses, but also from action from politics. In Germany and Europe, we therefore strive for a de-risking approach, and we aim for a diversification of supply chains, and therefore we are looking for new partnerships. And here, Uzbekistan comes in. For Germany, Uzbekistan is a particular interesting partner. And I have to say, I had the chance today to go around the exhibition, and it was quite impressive. I have seen passion, I have seen engagement, I have seen that your country wants to catch up with the large economies, and this is exactly the mood we also would need in Germany, and maybe that also helps for us to see what's going on in the world and to learn from each other. And I said that your country is an interesting partner for us, not only because your country follows a multi-vectoral approach. Your country is also pursuing an ambitious reform and modernization agenda, and that's exactly what I have seen. Your country is opening up to international investments and is developing into an important economic destination in Central Asia. We therefore see great potential, among others, in the fields of industry, mechanical engineering, energy, as I've seen today, raw materials, agriculture, transport and logistics, as well as in the modernization of infrastructure. And dear friends from the Uzbek government, dear Minister, German companies bring technologies, know-how, and high-quality industrial solutions that can support Uzbekistan's economic transformation. So take them into account, the German companies, and not only the German companies. Take also into account that we as a government, we are reliable, our country works precisely, we produce high-quality products, and we are a trustful nation, and therefore I would love to see a stronger, much stronger economic relations. You mentioned the figures, 230 companies from Germany. We have more than 1 billion of trade. There's a lot of potential, and I'm sure when I'm looking around that not only those who are sitting here, but also those who are in Germany and looking for new opportunities would find in Uzbekistan a good partner. And dear representatives from German businesses, Uzbekistan offers new market opportunities and attractive possibilities for investment and long-term cooperation. Do not wait, take the chance and do it now. And I want to see new projects realized sooner rather than later. And I would like to give some examples, Minister. The German logistics company Renos has already established a joint venture with Uzbek Railways, so-called Uzcontargo Andijan, and they want to modernize the existing terminal at Fergana Valley. And we would love to see that this project is going to be facilitated. And I would also bring in another concrete project, because it is necessary also to talk about concrete projects. The car manufacturer Volkswagen is aiming for a localization of manufacturing here in Uzbekistan. And we will see today the buzzer event. And we are grateful that permissions have been granted. And Uzbekistan is aiming for new high-speed railway corridors, and Deutsche Bahn would appreciate to provide their knowledge and expertise in the planning of the high-speed track between Samarkand and Tashkent, and of course other projects as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make another point. With close to 14 million inhabitants, Uzbekistan has the largest domestic market in the region and offers German companies also attractive cooperation perspectives in the labor market, both here and in Germany. And this is why we would like to further expand our cooperation in vocational education and training. And the German family-owned company Papenburg, you mentioned the company, Minister, has just started to establish a new vocational training center which could serve as a best practice. Projects such as that can make an important contribution to the competitiveness of our economies and further strengthen the economic relations between Germany and Uzbekistan. I am committed. I do see that you all are committed. And let's use today's opportunity to engage in a dialogue with each other. Dear friends of the Uzbek government, dear Minister, thank you very much for the invitation to the Tashkent International Investment Forum. This is the perfect opportunity to deepen our contacts, to develop our partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Parliamentary State Secretary Ruinhof. And now I would like to invite the speakers of the first panel. You see Shehnazar Sharafadinov, Wolfgang Niedermark, Donjo Karimov, and Thomas Avicius. Please take your seats. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are short on time, I have to confess. We have a visit of the federal president, and the business delegation have to catch up with him. So we will be sharp and short in our answers. I hope so. And the first question I would like to ask Wolfgang Niedermark, who is a member of the executive board of the Federation of German Businesses. Wolfgang, the global economy is increasingly shaped by geopolitical fragmentation, shifting supply chains and strategic competition. And Central Asia and Uzbekistan as well is moving into the spotlight as a bridge between Europe and Asia. From the perspective of German industry, what role could Uzbekistan play in this new geopolitical landscape, and what does it need to do to become a truly strategic industrial partner for Europe?
Okay, no. Okay, Eduard, thank you very much. And I think in the interest of time, I can shorten my speech a little bit, because the Minister Kudratov and my friend Stefan Ruinhof have already set the right themes here. Of course, we are interested to diversify for the well-known reasons, and we are ready to do so. And of course, we are happy that we already have the 200-300 German companies already engaged here, but why not 500 or 600? We are well on track in diversification processes. We are well aligned. I think I would like to stress the fact that this is a time where we should act shoulder to shoulder with our governments. And by the way, also on a regional level. We, of course, have a tendencies of impressive events like this. And I have to admit, I was really impressed just the 2 or 3 minutes I walked in here. Obviously, Uzbekistan is ready for business. We are the same. But let's see it also on European and the 5 Central Asian countries together. Then the opportunities get even better. And of course, we talk about raw materials, critical raw materials in particular. Of course, we talk about logistics as a bridge to Southeast Asia and East Asia. But I think most important is the manufacturing cooperation. As Minister Kudratov has perfectly explained it, I don't need to repeat it. We are deeply interested in getting into your supply chains with automotive, chemicals, IT, and so forth. German industry, and I may speak on behalf of those, is well prepared, and we have recognized the need for more speed. Perhaps one last sentence. Keep it simple. We suffer a lot from over-regulation in Europe. We shoot ourselves in our own foot. That's not your fault, but let's try all together to simplify proceedings, to get more speed. There's some complacency in Europe where we thought we are the leaders of regulation. We should stop that and do easy, simple, quick, fast business without forgetting the standards. And the companies know the standards. We don't need this regulation. We are compliant in our own interest. And please understand this message. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Wolfgang. Indeed, a good advice for Uzbekistan. What should it emulate and what should it deliberately do differently as we did in Germany or in Europe? You mentioned industrialization and manufacturing here. For those, the most rare resource is skilled workforce. Therefore, I would like to go to this topic now and ask Thomas Avicius, Managing Director of Hanseatic Connect GmbH. Germany faces a growing shortage of skilled workers. What potential does Uzbekistan have as a partner for recruiting and developing qualified professionals?
Yeah, thank you very much. Indeed, what Wolfgang Niedermark just said, many things were mentioned already before, and when you're walking through the event and you see it's not only nice looking, you can feel the passion on the floors. People are really interested, and that is a bit what describes the potential of the country as well. For us as a company, we are pretty active in international recruitment of skilled labor. We do that basically all over the world, and there's no doubt that Uzbekistan has a lot of potential in this particular field. From my point, from my side, there are three particular points. One is with no doubt the younger generation, young, well-educated people with a lot of passion, as I said. It is the wide range of professions the country offers, and what is really special is the support from the government. If you're comparing that to other markets, then Uzbekistan, with no doubt, has a very special environment somehow set up by the government itself. So from that point of view, Uzbekistan, super interesting partner for Germany to diversify, not to depend on one particular market. And I'm very interested also from our company point of view about the next steps to take.
Thank you very much for this quite positive assess, and fully understandable with this big event. So I would like to ask Sheikh Nazar Sharafadinov the question about the current situation. How is Uzbekistan adapting the education and vocational training system to meet the needs of a modern industrial economy?
Ассаламу алейкум. Я буду говорить на русском. Прошу всех взять свои переводчики. Относительно развития системы профессионального образования мы видим, что большие инвестиции вкладываются в экономику Узбекистана, в частности, такие сектора, как транспорт, промышленность, сфера услуг и здравоохранение и многие другие. Система профессионального образования Узбекистана на данный момент прошел недавно создано агентство профессионального образования, и мы выбрали основные развития до 2030 года направления, и это направление включает основные 4 направления. Это первое — развитие непосредственно качества педагогических контингента, то есть наращивание потенциала педагогических кадров и руководящих кадров. Мы видим, что есть большая нехватка перспективных кадров, поэтому сейчас одним из основных направлений совершенствовали систему именно преподавателей, плюс улучшили механизм оплаты их труда. На данный момент с этого учебного года преподаватели, мастера именно производственного обучения, могут получать свыше $1000, которые уже преуспели в своих хорошие имеются навыки. Второе важное направление с учетом анализа внутреннего рынка труда, с учетом вкладываемых инвестиций в экономику Узбекистана и плюс анализом международного рынка труда мы сделали анализы, выявили те профессии, по которым есть наибольшая потребность в экономике, внутреннем рынке труда и внешнем рынке труда, и поэтапно обновляем программы, самое содержание программ. К этому процессу привлекаются специалисты, в частности, и немецкие партнеры тоже. Особая помощь в этом оказывают наши немецкие партнеры GIZ. Кроме этого, на данный момент мы особое внимание уделяем внедрению международных образовательных программ, в частности, немецких программ. В этом году у нас больше 30 техникумов будут именно обучаться по немецким стандартам, которые подразумевают не только, как бы говорим, стандарты, но и осуществление повышения квалификации педагогических кадров, соответствующую закупку оборудования, механизм обеспечения качества и, конечно, очень важный компонент – это оценка выпускников. Особое еще внимание уделяется привлечению работодателей в процесс разработки образовательных программ и процесс оценки, так как мы готовим под запросы работодателей. Особо хочу подчеркнуть, что на данный момент система профессионального образования Узбекистана она очень гибкая, она очень открытая, она готовит специалистов, высококвалифицированных специалистов по потребностям рынка труда и непосредственно по запросу работодателей, так как сейчас мы видим большую, скажем, нехватку квалифицированных специалистов не только за рубежом, но и внутри своей страны. Поэтому сейчас особое уделение внимания уделяется тем направлениям, которые перечислил. И даются соответствующие льготы. То есть мы внедрили механизм оплаты стипендий для учащихся в дуальном обучении. Кроме этого, особое внимание для того, чтобы привлечь работодателей, дается налоговые льготы. И плюс у нас есть рейтинг предпринимательства, то есть те организации, которые участвуют в подготовке специалистов, участвуют в трудоустройстве и организации дуального обучения, они тоже получают дополнительные баллы. Это тоже стимулирует работодателей активно участвовать в процессе подготовки кадров. Вот это основные моменты. Что хочется особо подчеркнуть еще раз, что система образования, в частности профессиональное образование, оно сейчас открыто и полностью работает под запрос работодателей, и механизм подготовки кадров осуществляется в соответствии с международными стандартами, что является очень важным направлением, так как до 2030 года мы планируем внедрить международные стандарты более чем 250 техникумов. И сейчас на данном этапе в этом году у нас это уже в 100 техникумах будут внедряться. Это для того, чтобы обеспечить высококвалифицированными специалистами тех работодателей и организаций, которых чувствуется нехватка этих кадров. Благодарю.
Thank you very much. And speaking of resources, I would like to invite Doniyor Karimov, head of the training center of Al Malik Mining Company. Al Malik Mining Company is a strategic partner for the Skills Expert Program, which Germany Industry and Commerce, our office here in Tashkent, is implementing. What are the key achievements of this cooperation and the findings? Mr. Karim.
Assalomu alaykum. Ruxsat bersangiz, men o'zbek tilida fikrimni to'liq bayon qilishga imkoniyat bersangiz. Al Malik metallurgik kombinati, boya aytganimizdek, o'z kombinatni o'zi to'g'ridan-to'g'ri tog' kon sanoatida yirik ishlab chiqarish korxonasi hisoblanadi. Kombinatimiz nafaqat hozir bugungi kunda tog' kon sanoatida, qolaversa kadrlar tayyorlash jarayonida ham bor maqsadlar asosida o'quv markazlari tashkil qilib borilmoqda. Aynan kombinatimizda ikkita yirik o'quv markazimiz bor. Ushbu o'quv markazimizni birinchisi to'g'ridan-to'g'ri Germaniyaning Aerobis kompaniyasining trening sentrini andozasida qurilib, bugungi kunda o'quv dasturi amalga oshirilmoqda. Shu bilan birgalikda ikkinchi o'quv markazimiz aynan haqiqatda Skills Expert Program, ya'ni SEP loyihasi asosida yanvar oyidan ishlarimizni amalga oshirish boshladik. Ya'ni bu bizga asosiy ustuvor vazifalardan sifatida qo'yildi. Ya'ni bunda kadrlarimizni hozirdan, ya'ni tayyorlab, ya'ni zaxira kadrlar tayyorlashda aynan Germaniya standartlar, ya'ni xorijiy standartlar asosida kadrlar tayyorlash zaxirasini shakllantirib borish maqsadga olindi. Ushbu loyiha asosida 70% korxonani ishlab chiqarish sohasida ta'lim oladigan bo'lsa, 30% aynan shu Olmaliq shahrining o'zida 3-sonli texnikum bor. Ushbu texnikumda qo'shimcha nazariy qismlarning 30% egallanmoqda. Asosan kombinatimiz tomonidan ushbu 30 ta yigitlarimiz qabul qilingan imtihon asosida bulardan aynan 13 nafari elektr gaz payvandchi yo'nalishi hamda 17 nafari texnik texnolog yo'nalishida hozir qamrab olganmiz. Ya'ni bugungi kunda zamon talabi qolaversa xorijdagi aynan shu bugungi kunda kerak bo'lgan kasblardan biri sifatida tanlab olindi. Bu bizni pilotniy loyihamiz sifatida hozir 1 yil ko'rib chiqamiz va keyingi yilga yana boya aytgandek boshqa sohalarga, boshqa yoshlarimizni, iqtidorli yoshlarimiz qamrab olish rejalashtirilgan. Yoshlarimizni kombinatimiz tomonidan aynan ustozlar biriktirilgan, ya'ni ustozlarimiz ham aynan EDA International, ya'ni murabbiylar tayyorlash bo'yicha Germaniya standart dasturi asosida tayyorlangan o'qituvchilarimiz ham, murabbiy instruktorlarimiz ham bor. Ya'ni ular alohida sertifikatlashtirilib, ularga har bir 4 ta ustozga boyatgan belgilangan jadval asosida ular bilan shug'ullanib bormoqda. Bu nima beryapti bizga? To'g'ridan-to'g'ri yoshlarimizni qo'llab-quvvatlash, qolaversa, ya'ni bu xorijiy standartlar asosida ularni o'stirib borish, shu bilan birgalikda yoshlarimiz to'g'ridan-to'g'ri ishlab chiqarishda belgilangan har bir ishimizga belgilangan spetsovkasi, umumiy ovqatlanish sistemamiz talonlarimizda bu aytgan barcha страховой deymiz, jarayonlardan, ya'ni mehnat hodisasi bo'yicha himoyalangan holda ular ish faoliyatini olib bormoqda. Aynan bu yana bir narsani beryaptiki, ya'ni korxonamizga biz oldin korxonamizda tender asosida yoki tanlov asosida kadrlar tanlab olganimizdan keyin ularga yana ancha-muncha vaqtimiz ketardi. Yana ancha-muncha mablag', yana 6 oylar, 1 yillab ularga yana o'rgatish, bu juda ham ko'p vaqtimiz olardi. Hozir bu yigitlarimiz bilan biz ishonamizki, kelajakda bular tayyor kadr o'sha stanogi yoki o'sha texnologiyasini to'g'ridan-to'g'ri o'sha faoliyatida to'g'ridan-to'g'ri boshlab ketadi. Bu bizga ancha vaqt ekonomimizda, iqtisod qilishimizda ancha yordam bo'ladi. Asosiy jarayonlarimiz endi bu yerda yosh mutaxassislarimiz uchun unchaki diplom emas, ya'ni balki real kasb amaliy ko'nikmalarga ega bo'ladi. Kombinatda ishlab turgan eng zamonaviy uskunalar ta'lim oladilar. Ya'ni bu yerda hech qanaqa bir qo'lda yasalgan maketlarda emas, to'g'ridan-to'g'ri ishlab turgan jarayondagi jarayonda o'zi texnologiyada oborudniyalarda faoliyat olib boradi. Shu bilan birgalikda eng asosiy masala bu AXKni sertifikatga ega bo'ladi, ya'ni ular uchun xalqaro miqyosda tan oladigan sifat belgisiga erishiladi. Bizda esa eng asosan mehnat bozorida topilishi qiyin bo'lgan o'ta noyob va malakali kadrga ega bo'lamiz va brak nuqson deymiz. Endi uskunalar buzilishi xavf kamayadi, chunki ishchi o'z jihozini, stanogini mukammal bilib boradi. Qolaversa, eng muhimi Germaniya standart asosida ishlaydigan xodim bu mahsulot sifatida kafolati sifatida olib boriladi. Ishonamizki, bu proyektimiz o'z mevasini beradi, chunki biz ishonamiz, bizga hozir har taraflama o'sha AXK kompaniyasi tomonidan bizga kelib ko'maklashib, har 3 oyda har bir yigitimiz bilan suhbatlashib, olib borayotgan balo sistemasini ham tekshirib boryapti. O'ylaymanki, ushbu ta'lim dasturi Germaniya ham O'zbekiston orasida kadrlar tayyorlashda bir pilotniy loyiha sifatida amalga oshirish mumkin bo'ladi. Rahmat.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Karimov. Thank you, gentlemen, for this short panel. And our next panel will focus on raw materials and logistics and connectivity. And I will like to hand over to Vladimir Nikitenko, my colleague from the German Eastern Business Association.
Thank you, Edward. We are lack of time, actually, so we just play quick chess now. And I will invite all the panelists on the stage, please. And actually, I would probably ask Timur Hidmatulayev, the special representative of the chairman of the board of Uzbekistan Technological Metal Complex. Germany is looking for reliable partners in supplying raw materials. And what do you think, why Uzbekistan is attracting so much attention today? And what are your keys to success?
Thank you very much for your question. So As the TMK Uzbekistan Technological Metals Complex was established about 2 years ago in 2024, our first target market was Germany, and it's still the Germany. So about more than 2 years, we're exporting our high value-added production to Benelux countries, to Germany. Plus, we added the United States and South Korea and Japan. So, as European countries that's seeking for the diversified raw materials, so Uzbekistan can be the bridge. Uzbekistan can be the industrial partner for the critical raw materials. Plus, TMK is proposing his investment portfolio with 25 critical raw materials, with 120 projects, with a total estimation of 4.22 billion USD. So we are at the moment proposing to and encouraging the German companies to jointly establish the projects within the territories and facilities of the TMK to make the high value-added products and making offtakes and export to the German market. As TMK is building 3 technopark special economic zones in the 2 in the Tashkent region and 1 in Samarkand, we are ready to cooperate on the tungsten cluster, on the molybdenum cluster, and as Germany is a top-ranked country with its laboratory, so we are very keen to work on our R&D center and, of course, with our technoparks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. We just lost a huge part of our business German delegation, but I think we have enough experts in German companies represented in Uzbekistan, and I think we could continue our panel discussion, and probably we'll make it in next 10 or 15 minutes. Actually, I see Mark Venchik from AK Bank, and you make as well the export financing for Germany as the KfW, and probably could you just answer the question, because just in general, I think the German financial institutions are already developing the local processing and manufacturing industries. There are a lot of common cooperations, and probably could you just give a short introduction of the instruments? What can the local producers just take like financial instruments here? Yeah. Yeah, we see. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, Mr. White.
Yeah, happy to take this question as well. My name is Michael Weitz. I'm Global Head of Metals and Mining of KfW IPEX Bank. And by nature, we are a bank, of course, supporting exports out of Germany and out of Europe. Also, of course, to Uzbekistan. And at the same time, we are looking at opportunities to import raw materials from Uzbekistan to Germany and to Europe. So we can come in from both pillars, both from our export angle, our export view, and the import view, and finance companies here on the ground in Uzbekistan on corporate finance level, on project finance structures, hybrid structures. We are very flexible in this regard, financing production facilities in the midstream part, of course, for mineral processing, chemical processing as well here on the ground.
Yeah, thank you. I suppose we just make a lot of discussions recently about some special export instruments from the German side. Could you probably specify some of them?
Yeah, of course. There are 2 main instruments in the toolbox of the German government, which are provided for banks as risk mitigants. Number 1 is the typical German export credit guarantee, which is offered by Euler Hermes under a mandate of the German government. So there will be a guarantee for political and commercial risk for loans provided to companies here in Uzbekistan. And the second instrument is a guarantee for the import of raw materials to the German industry, speaking about Germany specifically, with a certain percentage for a guarantee, again, both for political and especially for commercial risk under these instruments.
Thank you very much. Alexandra Ogneva is representing Rena's group and is today responsible for the logistic part of our discussion. Alexandra, probably could you specify? So I think the industrial projects like mining projects, raw materials projects, they need for reliable transport routes. And we see and we hear a lot of about middle corridor, and it should become a truly competitive route between Europe and Asia. What are your predictions? What do we get raw materials from the Asia to Europe with via this corridor?
Yeah, so I'm happy to take over from the Deutsche Bahn. Yes, as logistics is important for transportation, and new routes, diversified routes are also very important for transportation. So middle corridor, so we hope and we actually invest in the facilities on the middle corridor, has a big future. I think the question is not if it will be possible to transport raw materials. It will be possible in different forms, like a bulk or like a containerized cargo. The problem is if we will have a market in Europe for it. So if it will be a market, we will transport in this direction. So the middle corridor now not reach its full capacity. It will reach its full capacity from 2030 to 2040, and we should use this period of time to solve the problem with the bottlenecks, to boost the transport on this route, and to contribute to the three things, to the predictability, to suitable prices, and to the connectivity on this route.
And what are the bottlenecks, if I may ask?
So actually, there is a lot of bottlenecks, but maybe the main physical bottlenecks is the Caspian Sea. We know it, and it's also the way where Uzbekistan cargo goes the way from Aktau to Baku. It's actually constraints on the both ports. It's enough for the moment, but in 3 years we will need to develop the hubs, the both hubs on the both shores of the Caspian Sea. Another constraints is also the railways in Georgia, but maybe my Uzbek colleagues Begzot can also explain a little more about it, because he works for the institute which is dealing with this problem, with this topics as well. But tariffs also, we also should work on tariffs and on the topic of containerization, how to make a cargo more containerized, because it's the way that we went in Europe in 70s and 80s years. It's the way Central Asia will go also in the next decades.
Yeah, thank you very much, Begzot. Yeah, the same question actually for you. What do you think about the development of middle corridor and about the development of transport routes in Uzbekistan?
Thank you very much. For the last, I think, 4 or 5 years, we're talking much about the middle corridor. So what I can say that Uzbekistan also involved in this situation, and we have a great challenge with international transport corridors for the last 5 years. And middle corridor is becoming for us more alternative road today, which is connected the European Union with Central Asia. For the last 5 years, we doubled our cargo through this corridor. Statistics shows that we increased double times our cargo through this corridor, and share of our trade, if we will say last five years ago, we traded through the northern corridor and through the middle corridor. It was, for example, share was the 10% to 90%. Today, it's almost 30% of our trade is going through the middle corridor. And this is important for us today. Unfortunately, we have some kind of challenges in this corridor, as Alexandra said that there is a bottlenecks in the Trans-Caspian Sea. We have to wait for 30 days approximately. There is a big turn in this corridor now, and of course this delaying of the delivery time is additional extra expenses for the operators. That's why our cargos is more expensive. This road is more expensive, about 30% expensive than the northern corridor. What we are doing, we are making our railway administrations of the through the road middle corridor. Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey has signed agreement that gives tariffs 70% discount for block trains for this corridor, and we are going to now we are searching about investing to purchase to make the joint venture with Azerbaijan to purchase vessels on the Trans-Caspian corridor. We are, as you know, that Uzbekistan is also participating in the building construction of the new China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway, which will be additional linked in Eurasia transportation corridors. What will be one of the main alternatives for the sea road, China-Europe, and it will give us additional extra transit cargo through the Uzbekistan to European Union. That's why we're striving with our neighboring partners, with our neighboring countries, with ministries of transport and railway administration about solving these challenges, problems on the Trans-Caspian roads.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Khalmatov. Alexandra had a comment on that.
I just wanted to add that it's really tremendous, very ambitious projects, the China, Uzbek and Kyrgyz railway. It's really very deep in the mountains or very high in the mountains with many tunnels, with many bridges, very ambitious projects that will turn another page in the logistic history of Uzbekistan. So we should wait maybe 3-4 another years and we will face it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we have dramatically increasing development of the railway infrastructure in the region, and that will be probably have a great influence on the logistic routes in the near future. Actually, I would probably make a final question, but to every our participant, and just probably could we speak about future? Yeah? If we meet again here on this stage in 5 years, it will be probably 10th Tashkent Investment International Forum. And what will be a success for you? Also, what it will be look like in terms of cooperation with Germany? Yeah, probably you.
Thank you very much for your question. As I mentioned it above, the first market that we entered was German market, and we're very keen that our cooperation will not be only the contract of exporting the metals from Uzbekistan, technological metals combined, but as we propose more than 220 projects on the field of greenfield, brownfield, the project with profitability studies and with international standards like JORC. So we would like to cooperate on technology with Germany, on ESG standards, on investment perspective. So and plus we are using the consultancy companies like DMT, German-based consultancy companies, who really helps us to prepare all the international standards of the project development. So I think that in the future, so we're going to do the beautiful projects together and to develop jointly projects within the facilities of the technoparks of the TMK and produce jointly the high value added metals and export to the European market. So this is my big ambition. I think that distance can be measured on kilometers and miles, but our commitment of spirit may result beautiful outcomes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for this commitment. We hope it will be realized fully. Alexander, the same question to you. What is the success for Renas in 5 years in Uzbekistan?
So I wish we would can take over this cargo by Timur and transport it to Europe, to other Central Asian states, but also to have maybe 2 or 3 common projects with our Uzbek partners, joint ventures, terminals, and more containerized cargos, more flexibility and more predictability on the Trans-Caspian corridor.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a strategy until 2030. So for the last 7 years, we increased our international cargo 2 times, double. And next 5 years, we're going to increase it still double times. According to our statistics, we also finished this China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway. We need, today we have 24 international dry ports in Uzbekistan, and we want to increase it for the next 5 years until 30. So we would like, we invite our German partners to invest in this field, and we're going to build new roads, Tashkent-Samarkand, Tashkent-Andijan, and high-speed, additional high-speed trains for Tashkent-Samarkand. We're going to implement. We have a lot of projects. We want to increase our share of electricity on railway. Today's 50% until 65% in 2030. So we have a lot of projects. We have these projects on the strategy, Uzbekistan strategy 2030, and we invite our partners to have a good cooperation on this. And with Renas, we already started. We have a joint venture, and we are making a hub, logistic hub and center in Andijan, and we are working on the containerized. We're making strategy for containerizing our international cargo. That will help improve our logistics in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this concrete goal. I think so it's very ambitious but very concrete. We would just check it in 5 years. And last but not least, KfW, what is your perspective in 5 years here?
Well, for the mining and metals industry, 5 years is a very short period of time, as we all know here in this room. But
not here, not in Uzbekistan.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. And I see a prosperous future to strengthen the ties between Germany and Uzbekistan, not only with TMK, but of course also with Navoi, with AMMC. There's a lot of collaboration already. And this mirrors into the needs for further infrastructure through the middle corridor. This is again one of the fields where KfW IPEX Bank has a strong footprint. We have dedicated team and experts for this, and a portfolio of more than 2.2 billion already here in the country. So hopefully, if I look into the screen in 2 or in 5 years, we will double this volume on our balance sheet.
Okay, great goal. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have reached the end of our discussion. I would to like sincerely all the all the panelists, and I would thank for the flexibility to some of us, and I think Germany can be flexible if we want. And tomorrow, it's very important. Tomorrow is the first time in history Uzbekistan will play the match at the FIFA World Cup. And it will be 7 a.m. Local time. And I think that we all wish the national team of Uzbekistan the very best of luck. And so from our side, thank you very much. And I hope that you all will have a pleasant evening. Thank you very much.